Gung-ho reaction, a topic taboo. Hey there, kids, it's Folie. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel kiss in spring.
Trotting on a horse in spring.
With your hair blowing
and your
behind
thighs
you.
flapping.
Oh man, riding a horse is killer on your thighs.
Yes, it really is.
The rash, the like rubbing rash that you get.
Yeah.
That's not what it's called.
Yeah,
the
chafing?
Chafing.
Yeah,
Rubbing
chafing.
rash.
Rubbing rash. You can
Queen
give
of portmanteau.
Yeah. The rubbish. No.
The rabash.
Rabash.
The rafing.
The rafing.
Rubby chafing.
That kind of sounds
It sounds
like a violent
plague.
crime.
Yeah.
Or a
Yes.
plague. Either way, it's something extremely unpleasant.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it is.
It is. Chafing is really unpleasant.
It's so bad.
Why do cowboys wear jeans? Why don't they wear the douchey bike shorts
Well,
with
the
the
bike
padding?
shorts are. Oh wait, you mean like
With the
not
butt pads and
motorcycles
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, like the padded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's a good because
I ordered a
cowboys
pair.
are. You did?
Yeah.
I thought about. I have credit at Lewis and Clark, and I thought about going and getting some with
You
it. I have like a
should.
$40 credit.
Ooh, you could probably get like one.
Half of one.
Yeah, like a sample size piece of cloth from one.
the shorts with no padding. Yeah, because I like to ride my bike, but man, my hoo daddy doesn't like it.
No, me either. And I'm thinking the boys, I'm like, this is not bothering your bits?
I know they're neat. Like I
They
would
seem
think
fine.
that the ideal seat for a guy would have a hole in it.
Like a cup.
Yes, because yes, it hurts for us, but it's like flat
Yeah.
plateau.
There's like
Ish.
junk down there for guys.
For a guy,
And
yeah.
they're not complaining. At
No,
least my
freezing.
guys aren't complaining. Ransom and Vu are like, we're fine. I'm like, I'm not fine. I'm not.
It hurts.
Give me some stupid shorts.
I wonder if they sit differently.
Maybe.
They've just learned that how to take care of it. Guys, we feel for you.
We do.
I don't understand how you control all those parts.
I
hanging
know.
out.
I'm so glad that I'm not a guy.
Me too. There
I
are
have to
some
say.
things that I hate about being a girl sometimes, but
Mhm.
I see you guys.
We see you. We see your
You
bits.
and your bits.
Email us at
showusyourbits@gmail.com.
I'm sure that exists.
I'm sure it does.
But we have been riding our bikes a lot lately.
Amy, I'm going to have to ask you to just
Oh,
lower the mic
Okay,
a little.
okay. I'm nervous. I'm holding it with both hands. Is it
know.
okay? Is everything okay?
Just,
Okay.
it's so hard
See,
to know.
my pinky and my thumb are longer than I would expect.
I know once you do that, it really does.
I'm
feel like
estimating totally. Like I'm doing more of a fist.
it. Mhm.
Okay.
This is Folie Ado.
This is, and I am Amy.
And I am Melodie.
And we are in a good mood today.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You want to tell them why?
We are in a good mood. Well, do we get right into that, or do we
No.
discuss?
Let's wait. Let's
Let's make them wonder.
If you want to know why we're in a good mood, listen for the next 35 minutes.
Exactly. We'll tell you at whatever time plus 35 minutes.
We'll tell you at 39 minutes in. And maybe.
Maybe.
It depends on how distracted we are.
We'll see. Okay, so last week we talked about should we get into this part too?
I know. Well, we were talking about chafing.
It's really hard having a purpose.
It really is.
It's
It
harder.
feels wrong.
It really does.
But yeah, I guess so. I guess we can kind
Let's
of
talk about
our reason for being
Yeah.
and stuff.
So as we discussed last week, we are going to be introducing each week a healthy obsession, which Amy talked about, and a constructive rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I talked about. And Amy, Tell us about your healthy obsession. Remind us what you did and tell me how it went.
My sigh should tell you quite a bit.
Mm.
My healthy obsession was good. It was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sticking to that.
Yeah.
But I do believe that doing it for an entire month may have been a little excessive.
Yeah.
So I got tired of all the clothing clutter in my house,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided to stick to simply 2 outfits for the month.
Yeah.
And as I started thinking it through, I realized that I also needed 2 workout outfits
Mm-hmm.
and 2 sleep outfits and 2 layering pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started following the rule of 2.
Yeah.
But in the end, I boxed up all my clothes, and I only had, what is that, like 8 pieces?
Yeah. Which is awesome.
And it was going really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of good out of it. I saved a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
I saved a lot of laundry. But by, I would say, day before yesterday, I started to hate the sight, especially of that blue romper.
Yeah.
And this is what it tells me, too. Doing something like this will make me a careful shopper.
Yes.
I've never been a careful shopper. Because when I tried on that blue romper, I was like, well, this will work. I like it well enough. It's not exactly what I was looking for, but it will work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's true if you're going to be wasteful like I used to be and only wear it once and then get tired of it and then eventually donate it.
And be like, it doesn't work. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll work. Whatever. If you're going to wear it every other day, it had better be something you absolutely adore.
Yeah.
And I adore the black one still. I actually wore it to a formal event.
I know, and it was so stinking cute.
I felt like the cutest I've ever felt getting dressed up.
It was
I
adorable.
put that black romper with pearls and
Mhm.
like, what color would you call those heels that I wore?
They were like periwinkle blue.
Yeah, they were beautiful, like unusual, bright colored heels.
Uh-huh.
It was like the only pop of color in my outfit.
Yeah.
And I got so many compliments
So
on
good.
those shoes. People kept asking me where I got them.
Oh
And it's because like it was such a nice, non-distracting outfit. Like the shoes were just like,
Yes.
boom.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping the black romper in rotation. But last night I had to retire the blue one.
Just couldn't do it.
It's
do you
been
think you'll
almost
ever
2
wear it
weeks.
again?
No, I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a ritual burning of it.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
But you're not going to wear it again?
No, I hate it. I genuinely grew to hate it.
Well, I have similar feels, and I only did it for a week. You did yours for what? Almost 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks.
And I had, you challenged me to do it, and I got so much out of it. I did. I realized that I can dwindle down my wardrobe dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
Drastically.
Both.
Both of those things. Dramatically.
Portmanteau.
And be happy, but I did realize that I really missed some of my cute clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept gravitating, the things that I missed, I kept gravitating back to like, oh, I wish that I could wear this, what I'm wearing today.
Mm-hmm.
I kept thinking, oh, I want to wear that so bad. And so I do know that I could get rid of a lot and just have my few favorites and be happy.
It gave you that self-knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's what the point of an experiment is. We don't have to be perfectionists. We don't have to even stick to it. If it doesn't work, it's all about changing it up and seeing what we learn.
Yeah. And I think that what I'm also going to do with it is, instead of trying on 30 different versions of an outfit every morning to find the perfect thing, I'm going to treat it like I only have those like 2 outfits and be like, I'm wearing these bottoms, what top's going to go with it? Decide now and you're not changing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually may even still pick out just two for this week and only do those 2.
I am too, actually. I put a new outfit in place of the one romper that I can't stand the sight of, but I'm keeping the other one, and I'm going to try to wear this as long as I can.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to do this, and I don't know, maybe I'll do my red jeans, but I'm wearing a red skirt as bottom.
Yeah, red.
I don't know.
You can do as much red as you want.
We'll see. I just definitely, the black skirt that I was wearing with the clash top, I may do the clash top still, but the black skirt kept doing something weird.
It just wasn't feeling right.
It just wasn't feeling right.
That's how I felt in that romper. It kept riding up.
Mine kept riding up too. You know how I had to go, like it was very a very weird size. Like the sizing was so strange. Normally I would get a medium, but the medium just was...
It looked like child sizing.
But it was tight.
Yeah, it was tiny.
Yeah. So I got a large and it fit, but it only fit for the first day. So it's like stretched out now, and so it rides really high, which I like a high-waisted skirt, but not up to my tatas.
Yeah.
You know?
No. I mean, at that point, it may as well just be a too short dress.
Yeah, exactly.
Way too short. Yeah, so that's the thing. I'm kind of starting to understand those people who agonize in the dressing room over the perfect fit.
Yes.
Because, maybe they actually plan to wear this for years.
The perfect fit, or who get things tailored.
Yeah.
I've never done that in my life.
We should try that.
We really I would like it. There's actually... there's a website called Ishakti. Have you seen that?
No.
I think I may be butchering the name. But you can get it on your phone, the app on your phone. I'll show you.
Yes,
but you
please.
can have they have a ton of different dresses that you can customize, like the neckline, the shoulder, the sleeve length, and you put in like every single measurement of your body.
That's
every single
incredible.
Measurement. And they make it to you in your specifications, in the pattern that you want, so you can get the perfect dress fit for just your body. And I need to do it. I keep going and looking, but you know what's stopping me?
The price?
No. Not even the price, because it's not that bad for a tailored dress.
The way
taking my measurements.
Oh, it's scary.
I'm not scared of what I'm going to get. I don't want to take the time to get out my measuring tape and do it.
That's really good that you figured out what's stopping you, though.
I know,
that's the whole identify the problem thing. And sometimes it's something that is only going to take you like 2 minutes, but you put it off for months.
Yeah.
I say after this podcast, let's measure ourselves, and then we'll be ready. And you know what that reminds me of, though, is I also now, this has taught me so much. I understand now why people tend to choose neutral colors. I love bright clothing colors, and it's not like, I don't believe that it should be wrong to wear a bright color every day, the same bright color, but the truth is, I think you get sick of it more.
You do.
Than you would of like a gray or something.
Yep.
And also spending more money on clothes. Like, I believe in shopping secondhand very strongly.
Me too.
But sometimes even then I can be a little cheap. I'm like, I don't want to spend $30 on these designer jeans that used to be $200. Maybe I should, and maybe I would wear them for years.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard. It's almost like if you even spent $200 on a pair of jeans that are really good,
then that's better.
You know you're gonna like, instead of $10 on multiple pair of jeans that you're going to throw out because they actually don't fit you right.
Yes.
It's just it's a catch-22.
It's more wasteful in every way. The thing is, I'm starting to feel a little more like a grown-up when it comes to shopping.
Ew.
I wasn't expecting that, and ew. I know, but I'm going to make it work for me.
Yeah. I was talking to Josh about something, which I would think would I'm getting to my point. You would think that that this challenge would be awesome for me. No, actually, no, it would be the opposite. Never mind. Josh and I were talking about how I like new things, like bird watching. I get into it. I love it. Then I'm done with it. Astronomy. I get into it. I do it. I'm done with it. And I do that with so many things. And Josh was like, it's because what I've noticed about you is that you like new.
Yes.
You like things to be new and fresh, and when they're not anymore, you're done with it. And it's not that you don't appreciate it. It's not that you don't still like it. It's just that you are on to the next new thing. And I was like, oh dear God, maybe that's why I don't have not ever been in a long lasting relationship. Dear heavens, what is happening? But he said that, and I'd never thought about it like that. It's true. And so I'm going to be looking up how I can make those old things that I love, that I really love doing, like calligraphy. I was doing that nonstop, and then I just quit. Like, what can I do to make it new again? We were talking about bullet journal, my bullet journal, and you know how I told you I felt silly that I had quit writing in it, and I felt like it was because I was almost finished with that book. Like I was halfway through the actual moleskin journal that it wasn't new anymore, and that I thought if I go get a fresh new one, it'll make me want to do it again.
You did say that.
I said exactly those words.
Yeah.
I always did better in school when I had a fresh notebook and fresh pens. Like I couldn't wait to get to class the next day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I need to figure out what it is. And
it's a good bit of self-knowledge. It really is. And I think the reason relationships can be the exception to that is because if it's a healthy relationship, whether it's with a friend or like your child or your spouse or whoever, like it's always evolving.
Yeah.
Or it should be.
Yeah.
And that's why like I feel like my husband and I do well because we're friends first.
Yes.
And so we're always trying new things together, always setting new goals together. Yeah. So yeah, it's like, how can you take those other things that you love and keep the freshness? Yeah. Like still do it, but change it up a little bit.
Yeah. I got to figure it out.
I really like that.
Yeah. It's exciting. I have learned so many things about my brain this darn week.
I know. It's crazy. It is. Well, and then your thing, your rebellion.
Yes.
I have to say, that is something I am not letting go of because it has been so good for me.
Amy, I love it. So my rebellion last week was that I have always said that I will not run. I don't like it. I'm not doing it. And I realized this week that I actually really do like it. And we were talking yesterday on our run, which I'm very proud of us. Amy, we had been running like 10 minutes, but we ran. When we got back, it showed that we were active. Our active minutes were 24.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So we did walk. And that's one of the things I wanted to say is for those of you who may be like, I don't like running, because for me, I felt like I have to run. And it's running. It's not stopping. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But give yourself a minute every once in a while to walk. I had asked Amy yesterday, do you normally stop and take walk breaks like we have, or am I holding you back? I felt like I shouldn't be stopping. And Amy was like, actually, I read that you should. You know, it's better for you if you do take walk breaks. And we discussed it, and then Amy sent me this link today.
Yeah. So there's an article I found, and there are lots of them out here like this, but this one's from Runner's World, and it says the walk breaks, the title is Walk Breaks for Faster Running. Yeah. And it makes the case of the fact that your body will signal to you when you should walk. And there's a good reason for it. It actually allows you to have a bit of recovery. It keeps you from getting injured. In the end, you'll probably cover more distance and faster.
Yes.
So I mean, a personal pet peeve of mine is when I hear somebody, and I'm not trying to criticize because everybody they have their own way of doing things.
Right.
But in general, I think most people should be taking walk breaks. And so when I hear people be like, I just ran 5 miles without taking a single walk break, I'm like, first of all, that kind of discourages other people out there reading that and being like, oh man, I could never run. Like that's what real running is. I can't do that.
That's what I thought.
And then the other thing is this person like might hurt themselves. Like, is it really a victory to push yourself when maybe you should have at least stopped for 30 seconds or a couple times?
If you needed to. And there may be people like maybe we could build up our endurance to be able to run 5 miles without stopping. But I do think that, you know, when your body's telling you it's time to take a break for a second, it doesn't have to be long. 30 seconds exactly. You need to do it. It's your body telling you that for a reason. I mean, I do believe that you should push yourself. Like, there are times when when I'm exercising and I'm like, I want to give up right now. And I push myself and I feel so good for doing it. But there's a difference between like exhausting yourself and killing yourself over it.
Exactly. You have to be really in touch with your body. Like, there's a difference between pushing yourself through discomfort and boredom and pushing yourself through pain and injury. Yeah. And you really have to pay attention and just not feel bad. That's the main thing. Like, just the idea that somebody would not run, a lot of people probably would not run and not even ever imagine they could run because they don't realize it's okay to walk. It doesn't mean you're not a runner.
Right here.
Yeah.
Hand up high. I mean, it's better than sitting on your darn couch. Like, even just get up and walk. That's what I was doing, was just walking before. So anything is better.
Anything is better.
Yeah.
And, you know, some people are built for running. Like, their biomechanics are pretty much perfect, and they could probably run 10 6-minute miles and be fine. But I would say that most of us are not built like that.
Right.
Most of us have a little something like our knees or our hips or whatever. We just need to pay attention.
Yep.
Pay attention to our bodies, listen to our bodies.
Do it. We are definitely keeping up with it.
Yes, because I seriously feel like I am on some sort of like natural Xanax.
Yes.
When I run. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
It's crazy.
I don't know what Xanax is supposed to feel like anyway.
I don't either. I've never had it, actually.
Different.
Yeah, it's like there's situations that would normally stress me out, and I feel more even keel. And I'm like, what has changed? The only major thing that's changed is adding in the running.
Yes.
It's incredible.
It's so good.
I get it now. I understand you crazy runners.
Me too. What's happening?
I don't know, it's weird. And we're not wearing makeup. What is happening to us?
We are not wearing makeup, and why don't you tell us why we're not wearing our freaking favorite thing in the world? Which I shouldn't say that's our favorite thing, but I love makeup.
We freaking love it. And it's my rebellion this week, though. I'm rebelling because the truth is, it's probably not that great for your skin to wear makeup every day.
It's not.
And on top of that, maybe it's not always good for your psyche to feel like you have to have makeup on to look beautiful.
More so than anything for me, it is my psyche.
Yeah.
Because I realized today, we talked about this last night on our run, that was going to be your
rebellion.
Your rebellion. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I genuinely was, like, my stomach hurt thinking about it. And I was like, why can't you do this? You know, and yesterday, it was weird because you had said that, but yesterday I had decided.
Yeah, you had.
I was like, I'm not going to wear makeup today. And I didn't wear, like, anything on my face. And what I do wear on my face is light anyway. I don't wear foundation. I wear Bare Minerals powder. But it still gives me that, like, security.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my signature cat eye. Like, I don't go a day without wearing a cat eye.
No, I never see you without a cat eye.
It's weird.
Yeah. But you are equally beautiful either way.
Thank you.
Although I completely envy your ability to do that cat eye.
I hope I don't forget how.
Yeah, you may have to use your calligraphy.
I could. I just
doodle
do cat eyes all day long. But I did yesterday go without my face makeup. I did wear eye makeup. Today, I am just wearing mascara. I will not go without that. I am wearing mascara and Carmex on my lips.
Which is incredibly pared down. I mean, it's basically bare.
It's basically bare.
And I have to say, like, for me too, like, okay, so maybe there's a little bit of like, gosh, I wish I could, you know, brighten up my face a little bit. But also the feeling I feel my skin breathing. Do you feel that?
Yes. And another thing is, like, today I was sitting on my swing and I got an itch on my face. And normally I would very carefully. And I was like, no, you get that itch. You're not going to mess anything up right now.
It's your face.
Yep. My freckles are, you know, just out there for the world to see right now. And yeah, it feels weird, but it feels good to know that I'm okay. And nobody yet has said, you look sick. Are you feeling okay?
Nobody has
I haven't seen a ton of people, but...
Well, if they do, let me know, because I'll be after them. But yeah, the combination of paring down your wardrobe and paring down your makeup, it's like...
Are we turning crunchy?
Are we? We feel... I don't want to be crunchy. I really don't. No offense to crunchy people.
No.
It's just not who I am.
Yeah.
But my thing about the makeup is there's nothing, like, unlike my ridiculously strict clothing challenge, there's no specific requirements to this. There's simply me going without it whenever I can.
Yeah.
And then
You
definitely
should think of it as going with it when you can.
Yeah, exactly. It's like dessert for your face.
Yes.
Like, I truly am going to enjoy it probably even a million times more. I love just the whole feeling of putting on makeup. I've always enjoyed it. It's creative and fun. But I'm going to appreciate it even more now.
Yeah. Or possibly end up hating it and never wearing it again.
I know, that's also... My mom is like that. And she looks like 10 years younger than she is, probably partly because she's only ever put sunscreen on her face, and that's it.
That's the thing that I need to remember, because my makeup has SPF.
Oh, yeah, you do, for sure.
I'm going to have to remember to put sunscreen on. And I know it's going to be so much better for my face, even though I do wear, mineral makeup. It's light. It is... all good ingredients, but it's still stuff that you're caking on your face. And I've always had skin problems. Like my face is always broke out. I feel like right now it looks so uneven, and that, just because of past, big pores or whatever. Like, I just feel like I look gross, but
you don't. That's the thing.
Past it.
I think that we've been trained through, and this is part of the rebellion too. Like, and I, nothing against beauty bloggers, nothing against Instagram, but we've been trained to have this incredibly unrealistic idea of what good skin looks like. Yeah. And on top of that, like, makeup has become like a 50-step process.
I know, it's ridiculous.
There's like primer, there's serum, there's moisturizer, there's 3 different kinds of powders, contouring, highlighting, all the different liners, all these. I'm using a Sigma F80 420, blah, 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 blah. You're popping on fake eyelashes?
I've never popped.
No, I want to pop out your eyeballs. It's an art, and it's beautiful, but it also sets it sets incredible pressure of what it means to look put together.
It's true.
And like, just our normal slight variations in skin tone, like, that looks weird to us. Yeah. But it's not. It's just, we're not used to it.
Yeah, it's true.
And, if I could slap an Instagram filter on my face and still let my skin breathe and walk around like that, I'd be tempted to do it. But maybe it's not good.
It's not. It really isn't. I know. Gosh, it's hard. So that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing.
And I'm going to do the same. 2 days now, not wearing any...
It's so funny that you started it before I even brought it up.
It's really weird.
It is weird.
It's really weird. So for my obsession this week, I've been reading a lot of, not self-help, I guess kind of, though. Like, just how to enhance your living. Yeah. And
I've always loved that stuff.
I love it. I like, it's just like... with the wardrobe, like dwindling down your wardrobe, how highly successful people do that. I mean, I'm sure not everybody who does that is highly successful. Maybe they are in their own right, but but I can't remember where I was going.
I think I know.
So I was reading the things that make a person, it was like 42 things that super happy, highly successful people do. And one of them is waking up early around 5 or 6 a.m.
I hear that over and over again.
Yes. And starting your day. Here's my thing. When the kids are in school, I wake up at 5:30 or 6 without any problem, because I got to get the kids ready, get breakfast, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as they go out the door, I go sit down, I start reading the news, whatever, and I chill out for another hour, like hour and a half. I'm just chilling, waiting for my day to start. And then I feel guilty because I'm like, oh gosh, it's 8 o'clock now, it's 8:30. I feel like half the morning's gone. And I'm still not like fully up because I've been not up, and around. So I've decided that I'm waking up at 6 every day, and I am going to get my cup of coffee and have, 30 minutes to just sit there and wake up, watch the sunset. That's what I did this morning. I mean, that was sunrise.
It's early.
From my swing. It was cold, but my coffee was warm. And then I meditated or I at least tried to meditate.
And that's all meditation. All meditation is, in my opinion, is trying to meditate.
Yeah.
I think only maybe some Buddhist monk, like up in the hills of Tibet or whatever.
I really want to talk to people, though, who do feel like they have mastered meditation to see what that feeling is. And I want to know, I want to know what it is, and I want to feel it one day. Because, man, my brain, you know how when we go to yoga and Jamie, she always says, if something comes into your mind, just politely tell it, not right now.
Yeah,
I'll
you don't
think
have to
of you
fight
later.
It.
Yeah.
Just let it go through. Mm-hmm. And then that makes my mind immediately want to be like, no. This is my thoughts.
This is what I do. I start thinking about something. I'm like, oh, I forgot to send that email. I gotta get that. What am I going to say to her? And then I'm like, oh, no. Melodie, you can think these things, but not right now. And then I'm like, how am I not supposed to think them right now? Because I am thinking them. And I'm like, just chill out and just don't think about it. And then I'm battling myself. Yeah. And then I start dancing to whatever crazy music I have. And it's all over. All bets are off. Yeah. I can. It's hard.
It is really hard. But I think even the process, even when you are doing that and that's all that's going on, I still think there are good things happening for you.
Yeah.
There's so much science to back it up. I mean, it's here we go sounding woo-woo and granola again. But really, no, it really does work.
Yeah.
And
well, I can say that just one day that I've done it. I mean, what was it, Monday? Granted, yes, I had a very long weekend. I was traveling and I got back, and traveling exhausts me. I mean, I know it makes people tired, but I have super stressful travel anxiety.
It's physical and emotional exhaustion.
Yeah. So when I got home, I went to sleep and I slept until 9 the next day. And I know for some people that's really early, and that's fine. For me, it's not early. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like my day is halfway gone now. I've got to hurry up and, get breakfast, get the kids up, get them breakfast. Then that's an hour, and then it's 10 o'clock, and I've lost a lot of work day. So I just feel better, in my brain whenever I wake up early. So today, I'm glad that you did too. You messaged me. I was supposed to call you at 6.
You know why I messaged you?
Why?
Because I forgot.
Hopeful that I wouldn't answer?
I forgot when I told you to call me the next morning that my children would be sleeping in the bed with me.
Yeah.
Because my husband is out of town. He's back by the time this is on, so don't try to break in and kill me.
It won't work.
But yeah. Talking to that person who wants to kill me who listens to the podcast. And I was like, oh, wait, if she calls, it could wake them up. And then I'm going to be up from 6 on with 2 kids on my butt.
Yeah.
So I immediately texted you. And then I immediately proceeded to almost fall back asleep.
Here's my question. When I said, I want to go back to sleep, were you going to do it?
No. Well, what I did was I was like, I'm not going to go to sleep, but I can't quite get out of bed yet. So I set a timer on my phone for 10 minutes. And I told myself, I was like, if you have not made yourself get out of bed by the time this timer goes off, then you're just going to have to roll out and land on the floor. Yep. And so I did that. And then about 2 minutes later, I was almost asleep again. And then you texted me and I was like, crap. So I got up. I went outside. I sort of meditated. I tried to say the serenity prayer, which I've always liked. But usually I get through about half of it and then I forget that that's what I was doing. And I start thinking about something completely random. So that was my form of meditation. Yeah. And then I went inside. I did all the dishes that had been left in the sink from the night before. I folded and put away all the clothes, the clean clothes that I had piled on the couch the night before. And I washed my face, and I did all of that before the kids were awake.
Nice.
It was amazing. And yes, I'm a little tired because I went to bed too late last night. But as I get on a better schedule, it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and right now, I'm just sort of... I feel good. Yeah. I feel like I'm kind of floating a little.
Yeah. Same. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Yeah. And I honestly, by this time, on a normal day, I would feel like I need to go take a nap right now. Yep. But I actually don't feel like that. For one, I think it's because we are running.
Yes.
And
I think that's
that's
huge.
giving us energy.
It really is.
But it feels like a whole new, like, I don't know. There's that thing. It feels new. Maybe after a week of me doing this, it's not going to feel new and I'm not going to like it. But I do know that I get a lot more done. Yeah. I feel happy when I wake up and I start my day and I have like those minutes to myself to clear my mind, to not even think about what I need to do. Like, I didn't let myself this morning think about what work I have to do. I was just like, this is a time for you to sit and enjoy. I didn't look at my phone for the first hour. I was like, well, I mean, other than texting you, I didn't get on social media. And, it was good. I like it.
It's so good because, especially at this point in my life, this is pretty much the only time I have to myself all day. Yeah. And I've heard people say that, like, if you need time to yourself and you have small children, wake up earlier than they do. And I was like, what? It's
just crazy because my mom, I remember there are so many things that I loved about my mom that I thought were crazy that I still do. She would be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. She would already have had her coffee. She'd already be ready for the day by the time I was getting up for school. I could always hear her get up, get ready, be listening to the news, and then she'd be sitting there watching it and have her coffee and, then help me get ready.
Not rushed or anything.
Never rushed. And she still does that. She has to be at work at 6 in the mornings or 7. And she gets up at 4 and she gets herself ready and she's just like takes her time to herself, getting ready and waking up, and then
no one will bother you at 4 in the morning. It's incredible. And this is my gung-ho side. When I had this experience this morning, I started thinking, ooh, if I got up at 5, I'd have even more time.
I know.
And if I got up at 4, oh my goodness.
Me too, because I was like, as soon as I woke up, I was like, this would be the perfect time to run. But if I wanted to run, I need to get up at 5 so I can run, get home and shower, and then start getting myself ready. Yeah. I thought the exact same thing. So maybe tomorrow we try 5.
Here's what we'll do. I will text you when I'm getting ready to go to bed. Okay. And we'll decide 5 or 6. Because if I get to bed early, I want to do it.
Yeah, I know. And that's the hard part. Because last night I kept telling myself, hey, you dimwit, you need to go to bed because you're going to be waking up early. But Breath of the Wild just kept calling me.
Panda Pop.
I meant to tell you. I can't remember what I think I was making a meme. And Panda Pop came up as one of the ads. It was the first time I'd ever seen.
They somehow know.
I know.
I think my phone is talking to your phone.
I think so. But it was one of those where you can play it for that like 30 seconds that it gives you. And so I did. And I was like, I can see why she gets addicted to it.
It is so satisfying. Yeah. Popping those bubbles.
Do you have a hard time slowing down your thoughts? 1 second you're approaching an elevated state of mind, and the next thinking about hot dogs, wondering what they're made of, not wanting to know what they're made of, and pondering how many anuses and eyelids you've unwittingly devoured during backyard barbecues. And speaking of, it's time to mow again. Did you remember to water the zinnias? What's the point of it anyway when there are people starving in the world? They probably wouldn't turn down a hot dog no matter what was in it. What was that?
You've been hit with the meditation mallet. You've been out cold for 3 hours. We all know actually silencing one's thoughts is an impossible task. That's why we simply knock you unconscious and wake you up with no memory several hours later. Here, I'll show you how I can use it on myself.
Amy? Good news. She's still breathing. And more good news. This week's episode is brought to you by Meditation Mallets. One swift hit and you'll be in dreamland in no time.
Wanna meditate?
Knock yourself out.
The best consciousness is no consciousness.
That's our mantra. Little shoot of it. Look, it's 39 minutes in.
39 minutes in. What were we supposed to do?
We already did it.
Oh.
We were supposed to introduce our stuff.
Yeah, so we're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, schedule.
It's just like we will be tomorrow when we wake up at 5.
At 5 o'clock.
I'm going to prune the roses.
Ooh, I need to do that actually.
Yeah.
I'm
going to ride my bike over here.
Yes. I'm going to meet you halfway.
Yeah.
on my bike.
Maybe we really will do that.
You never know.
You never know. You never know what we'll do. And that's the
really
thing.
Don't.
I was talking to Josh about that. How, maybe sometimes you and I need to cool it a little bit.
You really think?
But no.
Okay.
But no. And here's why. There are so many apathetic people in the world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're balancing it out.
Yes.
And now why God decided that we should meet and put that energy together, that's a risky move on God's part.
That is true.
But apparently he's got something.
Well, I think that, because we have these grand ideas, but I feel like, I've always had these weird grand ideas.
Me too.
Have I followed through with them?
No. I mean, I'm speaking for myself.
No, for me, same. No. Have I felt guilty about doing things and then quitting them? Yes. Have you helped me to, I know that if I was quitting something that I truly loved, that was bringing me joy, that was, that I should keep doing and persevering through, that you would challenge me.
Oh, I so would.
To keep doing it and encourage me. But if it's something that is not making me happy and I want to quit it, you will encourage me to quit it and make myself happy.
Exactly.
I think that we need that.
We do. Like when you said, go ahead and try that clothing experiment. And then when I said, I hate that blue romper now, you're like, stop wearing it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's okay.
We need someone as crazy as the other.
Who understands that crazy and who understands that, try it. Yeah. You may not like it. And that's A-okay. You can quit it just as easily. Yeah. Or you can keep doing it. Because look at this podcast, too.
Exactly. I never would have started a podcast on my own. I've always wanted to have a podcast.
Same here. And we're doing it. This is episode 11.
11!
Amy.
That's incredible.
11. Plus, we've had almost 8 mini episodes.
We're coming up on 3 months worth of episodes.
Holy macaroni.
Oh my gosh, we have to plan a party.
And guys, you still aren't leaving reviews.
No, you're not.
We have 7.
7.
We want at least 17.
Here's the thing.
By next episode, or we are not doing it. I'm kidding.
We're going to make as many empty threats as we can. And we're also going to, do something else bad.
What?
I don't know.
Throw fits.
We're going to throw fits in the street.
And we'll video it of each other and then
put it on YouTube.
And then we'll blame you guys. We'll call you out by name.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
We know all of your names.
We know every one of you.
All 2 of you.
We know everyone who listens to this podcast, and we know everyone who has not left us a review.
Yep.
Which is everyone except 7 people.
Joe.
Joe, hello.
We see you. I know what it is because I left him a review on his book on Audible, and I swear I put one on Amazon, but it didn't go through. Actually, the last 3 reviews that I have put on Amazon have not worked.
Did you use a lot of profanity?
No, not this time. But I keep he keeps telling me copy and paste it and put it on Amazon, and I do. And it says that it goes through, and then it doesn't go through. I've done it for a bag that I purchased, and it won't go through. I don't know what's going on, but I think he's not reviewing us
because we haven't. Well, I'm going to review his book on Amazon.
If you can do that, that would be great, because then maybe it'll work and say from Mel too.
And you know what else I did? From Mel too. I reviewed a restaurant this last weekend.
Good on you.
While I was sitting there, I was like, I was in the restaurant, I looked them up, and I gave them 5 stars.
What restaurant was it?
It was a place called, it's Pho. It's in Springdale. I think it's called Forget About It, or it's got a pho pun in its name.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, something like that. And it is incredible. So it's in this tiny little hole in the wall, kind of almost old house that they converted into a restaurant. And you walk in, and they're so friendly, and it's so cute. And it's I think she might be actually Thai, and her husband is Hispanic, because it's a fusion between Asian and Mexican food.
How cool.
And it's so delicious. And she was so sweet to our children, incredibly friendly. Like, just talk to them. Our food came so fast, and it was like the yummiest food I've had in a long, long time. I was like, I cannot not leave a review.
Yeah. You know, we talked about it before. When you get those, when you feel like that so strongly, you have to. You have to let other people know, for other people's benefit and for the benefit of that small business as well. It reminds me of what I'm mad about this week. Boys, this might be where you tune out. I don't know. But if you have a lady in your life, you understand that we have things that happen to our bodies, okay?
Particularly things that allow us to bring new life into this world.
Yes.
Or, show that we're functioning in that manner.
Yes. Yeah. So I traveled to Leavenworth, Kansas this weekend for a wedding that I was photographing. It's around 4 hours away from where I live in Bentonville. And Saturday morning comes, and I am ready for this ready for this wedding. Ready for the wedding. And we jet out the door, gonna go to brunch as suggested by the bride. This wonderful place called The Depot, which I need to write a review of because they were awesome. It was great food.
Did they look like a train, by the way?
It was the old train depot.
How fun.
And it was really cool. They had a lot. I mean, that town is so full of history. The whole building had, the history of that building and stuff in it. It was really cool. So as we were getting to the brunch, it's around an hour and 20 minutes before I have to be where I need to be for the wedding. I realize I think my lady time's happening. I'm pretty sure. My stomach starts to hurt. I got a little headache. I'm pretty sure this is happening right now. And this diva forgot her diva cup at home. So
what were you going to do?
I was going to cry. I actually was so anxious thinking about, what am I going to do? I have nothing. I'm going to go to this wedding all day. I don't have any, I usually take an ibuprofen before a wedding to make myself not feel like I've been ran over by a truck by the end of the day. Also, I know that I'm going to get a bad headache and that my stomach is going to be crampy, whatever. So I was bumming real hard. What am I going to do? We've all been there, ladies, where you have to use an entire roll of toilet paper until you can get something.
Man, what did people do in medieval times?
I know. So we get to the depot, and I'm like, I'm going to go check myself before
you wreck yourself.
Yes, before my day is wrecked. I get to the restaurant or restroom, and as soon as I walk in the door, I notice that they have this beautiful changing table off in the corner, and there are diapers galore, every size. They have baby wipes, they have lotions, and everything that you could need if you forgot, left your diaper bag at home.
I have to tell you, the first time I heard this story, I thought you were going to say you put on a diaper.
I, honest to God, was like, is there something here, diaper-wise, that I can use if this has happened? But luckily, I look over by the sink area, and this place had beautiful baskets full of tampons, pads, liners, everything imaginable in every size under the sun.
What saint thought of that?
I know. I honestly, you cannot understand the relief I felt. I know it sounds like I'm being melodramatic, but I was like, thank the Lord. I grabbed a tampon. I hadn't started. It was just actually my tummy was getting ready to, and it just felt weird that day. But just in case, I snagged one and took it with me. And I knew that throughout the day, if I did, it was going to be fine because this restaurant had thought about that.
They changed your whole day.
They really, really did. No, I came out trotting happily. And
Josh
was
was probably like, what?
I know. What changed? And I was like, no worries. Everything's going to be fine because I've got a tampon. It's crazy how...
I want that on a t-shirt.
Everything's going to be fine. I've got a tampon. I mean, it's crazy that we have to worry about this kind of stuff.
But it's a reality.
It is.
And it can be a stressful reality.
It can totally make or break your day. Like, it was fixing to make my day suck.
Yeah. It's like these little things that people take the time to think of can change everything for somebody.
Yes. Gosh, I just wanted to give everybody there a hug. I felt such relief.
I want to throw tampons in the air. I want to have a parade.
I wanted to make a bouquet of tampons and take it to my bride. Hold this. Also, second thing I'm happy mad about and mad about. Your face.
I'm trying to remember. Oh,
rompers.
Rompers.
They're amazing because the one that I have that I wear as my wedding attire now, I don't have to worry about my dress flying up. It is really cute. It has long sleeves.
It looks sophisticated.
Yeah, it's so cute. But you know what? The thing that I'm actually mad about is that it's a romper and it's one piece. And when I need to go to the bathroom, I'm just sitting there naked.
You have to strip down.
You have to strip down.
Yeah, and some of those bathroom doors leave a huge wide open gap.
Yeah, and the particular romper that I have, it's a button up front.
Oh, gosh.
So I have to button the top and take it off and like...
Here's what we do.
What?
We take our rompers to a tailor and we get Velcro installed.
We get the butt patches?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
I was actually thinking just like right along the crotch, but I love that. Or we just make them like tear away.
Yeah. Ooh, like the Adidas pants. Do you remember those?
Yeah,
back
I do.
In the day?
We need tear away rompers.
Yeah, we do.
Real secure though. Just in case.
Oh my gosh, military
grade tearaway rompers.
Yes.
And tampon bouquets. We have the best worst ideas.
We really do. Are you mad about anything this week?
I know I am. Oh my goodness. Why am I'm always mad about something.
Yeah, always. I'm always like, that Amy, she's always mad about something.
I walk around enraged.
Well, you did have something weird.
Oh, here's something really weird. This really is weird.
Sorry, my eyes.
That's weird. The faces Melody is making are
got something in my eye.
Weird.
Cotton ball.
So, I'm an English major. I love reading.
Yeah.
I love classics. I have never read To Kill a Mockingbird. It's insane.
I can hear the stones being thrown at you now.
I know. And my husband, it might be his very favorite book ever. It's definitely one of his favorites.
It's so good.
It's one of your favorites.
It's so good.
It's so good. And I think what happened was my parents took me out of school and started homeschooling me because I was like ahead. Like we moved somewhere and like I was very bored in school, whatever. And they started assigning their own reading. So I can't remember the stuff that I read. Like they had me read a lot of Shakespeare. They had me read 1984.
I was going to ask if you had read 1984.
Yeah. They had me read some Philip K. Dick novels, like crazy trippy ones. And anyways, they didn't assign To Kill a Mockingbird. And it's been like this thing hovering over me because everyone says it's so good. And it's probably how I'd feel right now, like if I'd never read Harry Potter or something. It's like everybody loves it so much. I get why people who never read it can't even read it now.
But I understand.
I am going to read it.
You gotta.
I'm going to start today.
You also haven't read The Grapes of Wrath.
No, I haven't read The Grapes of Wrath.
Which is very depressing, so you might skip that one, but...
Yeah, I might. I mean, The Grapes of Wrath, I think that the title alone was like, oh, that doesn't sound fun.
It is very good, though.
Yeah, but I think I need to read.
Anyway.
There's something about, like, a really depressing novel that can be really enjoyable.
Yeah,
like Madame Bovary, like...
The Bell
it
Jar.
Is so... I haven't read The Bell Jar. She just gently threw down her notebook. She had a very quiet fit. Okay, Okay, so we have a reading list.
Yeah.
I'm going to start.
I can't believe I would ever have a list of reading for you.
I know. Oh, and I've got some for you.
I still am trying with Emma, and I'm listening to it. It's just so long.
It is long.
It's like a 16-hour book.
Let's just watch Clueless.
Let's just watch Clueless. I pretty much live Clueless.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be, it's not like
it's a
new
mini challenge.
Yeah, it's an obsession within an obsession.
Yeah. Yeah.
A dream within a dream. Marriage. I have read The Princess Bride.
That's good.
It is good, but the movie, weirdly enough, is even better than the book.
So I haven't read the book, so
okay.
Yeah.
So what, anything weird for you?
Anything weird? Did we talk about if I had something weird? Oh! Yes!
What do you have?
Oh my gosh, Amy, pretend like you didn't hear this.
Okay.
I found out.
What? Okay, I'm overdoing it.
I read that a small child, now it doesn't say a baby, so a small child, possibly Makie's age, size, can swim through the veins of a blue whale. A blue whale is big enough, it is so large that its veins are big enough to house a small child.
That is incredible.
It's so crazy.
I want somebody to build a life-size playground.
Of a blue whale.
Well, I mean, not a life-size playground. A life-size blue whale that is a playground.
That would be amazing. And then you could,
the
like,
kids
crawl
could slide.
through the...
Yeah, they could go through the veins like tunnels.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So I wonder how thick the veins are, though.
Yeah.
You know? Like, are they 2 inches thick?
My
that you
gosh, imagine all the blood
that would be inside of it.
The
It could fill up a
spurting.
swimming pool, like a large swimming pool. More than that, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness. Why do these things exist? Why do any of us exist? This world is insane and crazy and beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
And you and I are going to start exploring it a little bit more.
Yeah, we are.
We live in a beautiful area and we have not even experienced so much of it.
And you know how we're going to do that?
How are we going to do it?
Well, should we discuss it?
I think we should.
Because we don't ever feel like we are ambitious enough.
No. Mm-mm.
We always feel so lazy.
We do.
We're wasting our days.
We wake up at 6 and just twiddle our thumbs.
Yeah. We think we should have another podcast.
Another podcast, you say?
I do say. And because our dear beloved Sanghavi isn't always able to frivolously say, oh, yes, noon on a Wednesday, why I can record.
Yeah, that's my lunch break, sure. I can eat Sonic while we have microphones in our faces.
Exactly. And it's been a little more difficult for her to make it to these weekly Folies.
I would say she leads a slightly more rational existence.
Yes. We've decided that we're going to have a sister podcast. And it's going to be a completely different podcast. It'll be, silly as well. But we are going to be, the three of us, have a monthly cast of our day trips around this wonderful town that we have.
This incredible Northwest Arkansas, full of natural beauty, crazy history. Yes. I mean, Walmart was started here. That's pretty weird. Whatever you think of Walmart, it's crazy to think about.
It really is crazy. There's so much, and I cannot wait to learn all about it and to experience it and to share all of our experiences with you. We're going to go to restaurants as well. I'm going to get some tattoos. I don't know if I'm going to do that.
She's going to watch me jump off a waterfall.
I might do it.
We're going to make sure she can reach some kind of emergency service wherever we are.
But we're going to try out every little quirky business, everything that we think you would enjoy. Bars. Also,
it's all part of our no regrets. Yeah, speakeasies. Yes. We're going to test it all out.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell you what's worth your time.
Exactly.
Which is definitely listening to that podcast.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And leaving this one a review because you know why?
Mm-hmm.
If we get enough reviews, maybe we'll get out of gaming.
We are still in the gaming section of iTunes, I think.
Does that make sense to you? It does not make sense to me.
Gaming and entertainment, I think it is, or media, or something like that, which that is not what we are.
I don't know what we are. We're self-improvement.
Self-improvement-ish. Off the cuff. Random.
Comedy that's not always intentional.
Yes, I would say that. Yes. I'd say we're entertaining, though.
I'm entertained by us.
Yeah. Hey, guys, also, because structure bores me, I am worried. Do you think that these are boring when we have this structure, this new structure? Tell us. Did you like it better when we talked about nothing, or do you like it when we have a topic?
Or do you just want a good mixture?
I'll give you a topic to talk about.
Discuss amongst
My
yourself.
name is Linda Richmond.
Discuss.
Peanuts are neither peas nor nuts. Discuss.
Do you want Melody to do that voice for the rest of the episodes?
Discuss.
So yeah,
leave us a review.
Leave us a review.
Email us.
Put out a basket of tampons for your friends.
Oh my gosh, put out a basket of tampons for the people in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know how people have the little neighborhood book libraries?
Yeah,
and
put some tampons
pantries?
in there.
Put some tampons in it.
Yeah. Give some to, you have a male woman, you know? It's not just all male men. Male person, male server. I don't know.
Calling my who daddy my mailbox. Got a tampon? Shove it in your mailbox. You use a Diva cup? Shove it in your mailbox.
Yeah. Lock that sucker up tight.
You know what? You can just go shove it in my mailbox.
Mail delivery. So yes, text Melody for a mail delivery. Mail.
You never know what you're going to get.
No.
Mail, or mail.
Keep that flag up, friends. Let it fly. We love you.
We love you. Love you like you care about you. Tell all your friends I like cotton candy.
Bye, wave, night wave.